everybody!
Hi, it's Polly and Taylor from Bean Jeans, and we're coming at you again live today with another interview. Last month we focused on stomach cancer awareness. We're going to be continuing to do a lot of videos and interviews telling people's personal stories and journeys with their battle with stomach cancer or prevention. And we've had so much positive feedback, and so today is another video.
Today's a special interview. We're talking with Emily, who unfortunately was diagnosed with stage 4 stomach cancer. And I am going to see if we can get her on here. We've got our box of tissues ready because this is hard, I think. Okay, so we've invited Emily. Her Instagram name is Emily Winters. Her real name is Emily Summers, and we cannot wait to talk to you. We just had to redo this because it didn't work the last time, so hopefully it works this time.
Hello?
Oh, there we go, it did. Hi, Emily.
Hi.
Sorry, we're still kind of figuring out how to do all this too. So
Yeah, I was like, I didn't know. Hang on, I wanted to put a filter on.
I know.
that's a really good idea.
That's a good idea.
I don't know what filter I should do, though.
I like that one.
The snow is good. It's festive.
This one? Okay.
Yeah. You look like you're at a ball or something.
Where are you coming from? Where in California?
In San Diego.
Oh, our brother lives there.
Awesome.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in East County.
Okay, cool.
I don't know if you know where that is.
Where are
No,
they?
they're in Scripps Ranch.
Scripps Ranch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Or Poway. Poway, I guess, is the nearest.
Yeah, I think that's about like 30-ish minutes away from where I am.
Oh, cool.
Okay, not too far.
Nice.
Not at all.
Well, welcome. Thank you so much for coming on and talking to us today. And we're just excited to hear about your story, and hopefully we can learn from you and help other people who are going through the same thing. So
Yeah, I'm super excited too. And
Good.
so is my dog.
oh,
Oh,
hi.
What's your
She
dog's name?
This is Lola. I don't know where
Hi,
Charlie
Lola.
I had a cat named
Oh,
Lola.
sweet Lola.
is. They can hear you guys.
So I guess we'll start from the beginning. Well, first of all, I want to know how old you are.
I just turned 22 in July.
Okay. And we spoke a little bit through message, so I do know a little bit. You told me some of your family already had their stomachs out. So when did you learn about your mutation? You have the CDH1 mutation like we do.
So I didn't learn about it until I woke up in the hospital and was diagnosed.
Oh, wow.
But it's ran in my family for as long as I know, because I think the first person that we know that actually had it was my dad's grandfather. So my great-grandpa.
Okay.
Yeah. And then he actually died of stomach cancer. But everyone since then has either gotten their stomach removed, like, to prevent it, or has had like stage 1 or stage 2 or 3. So I'm stage 4, so I'm the furthest out of everybody in my family.
Now, when you say you found out when you woke up in the hospital, were you undergoing what sort of procedure?
So I went to the emergency room a few times before actually like getting admitted. And so they thought that it was something, I'm blanking on the name, but they thought that it was something in my intestines, that like my intestines had like, what's the word? Like twisted.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Intussusception? Like where the intestine folds in on itself?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So they did like emergency surgery to like undo that. And then that's when they went in and found that like, oh, this is actually cancer. This isn't what we thought it was.
So what were your symptoms you were feeling?
So it was really weird because it was just stomach aches. So just really, really bad stomach aches. And then towards the end, I couldn't eat for like, I think it was like 3 or 4 days. toward the
Wow.
very end. Yeah.
Wow.
So how long did the pains go on before you were seen by somebody? Especially
Oh,
with COVID and not being able to get into your doctor and stuff.
yeah. So I probably had symptoms for over a year.
Oh, wow.
But because I went to the doctor as soon as I started having stomach problems because I thought like I might be pregnant or something.
Mhm.
But my original doctor that I had, she told me that I would be too young for cancer and that it was probably just stress or just acid reflux, so to stay away from like tomatoes and spicy food.
Right. Okay. Wonder what she
Yeah.
had to base that on.
Did you tell her about your genetic mutation that runs in your family?
So I didn't know about the genetic mutation at the time, but I did tell her that cancer does run in my family and that I knew that a lot of people in my family had their stomachs removed or
Okay.
stomach issues.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That's the unfortunate thing that I've come across being in New Mexico is none of the doctors are aware of this genetic mutation, so they really don't know how to go at it, how to treat whatever symptoms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So then, okay, so you went in and they said this is actually stomach cancer. And so you woke up from that procedure and they broke you the news and you were probably there alone, right?
Yeah, so yes, I was alone and I woke up and I saw on like the little whiteboard that they
Mhm.
had erased the date that I was going home. So I was like,
Oh.
that's not good. So I asked one of my nurses if like they knew what was going on.
Mhm.
And they're like, "Oh, the doctor's gonna come in and talk to you soon." I was like, "Okay." So I actually had to tell my parents that I had stomach cancer over FaceTime.
Oh my
Oh my
gosh.
gosh.
Yeah.
That had to have been so hard for you guys.
Yeah, it was really rough.
And your dad has had his stomach removed, is that correct?
No. So
No.
my sister, she's 19 years old. She just had her stomach removed on October 20th.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
So my dad said that he's going to eventually,
Right.
but he's just doing like the endoscopies,
Okay.
like every
Oh.
6 months.
Right.
And where is your family being seen for their surveillance and surgeries?
So, my dad and my sister are on Sharp, and then I'm through Grossmont because I have different health insurance.
Okay.
But
These are hospitals.
starting,
Sharp is a hospital.
yeah. But
Oh, okay.
starting in January, I'm changing my health insurance so I could be seen at UCSD.
Oh, good.
Oh, good.
Good. And they have
Yeah.
like a better program that like they are more knowledgeable of the stomach
Yeah.
cancer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's a surgeon there, a surgical oncologist there that has actually worked or studied at NIH.
Oh, good.
Oh,
Good.
good.
Yeah, and they do the like the HPEC chemo,
Right.
I think, and something else
Yeah.
that I'm blanking on.
So then, okay, so what was their prognosis for you when you woke up? What did they tell you? What was their, well, first of all, let me ask you this. When did you have that procedure when you went into the emergency room?
So I was diagnosed on January 26th. So
Okay.
it's almost been a year.
Almost been a year.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah.
And you just finished your chemo, right? Your first.
Yeah, so well, no, I did my first round back because I started chemo probably in February. So I did chemo February to June, and that was every other Tuesday.
Okay.
And then I just started back up again 2 Wednesdays ago, and I have it again this Wednesday.
Okay. I saw your post today on your story about the dog, like all excited, and then he realizes that, oh no, I've got chemo this week. So it
Yeah.
must be like I know from hearing other people's stories that chemo is pretty hard on the body, right? So what kind of symptoms do you experience?
So the first time I started, it was a lot worse. And it was like, constantly throwing up or I get like neuropathy.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really, really sensitive to like colds. or when I try to eat or drink cold stuff, like it feels like I'm swallowing glass.
Oh,
Ooh.
wow.
Like that's how bad it is. And I would be getting like a lot of headaches, but I think that's just because I couldn't eat. And water makes me really nauseous.
Oh,
wow.
gosh.
So
Okay.
I can't drink water while I'm on chemo.
Oh, wow.
Do you
So just
have your
like
stomach
Gatorade.
currently, or did you have your stomach removed?
So I do have my stomach at the beginning of November. I went in to get my stomach removed, but they went in and then they found too much cancer. So then they just closed me back up, and then that's why I'm starting on chemo again.
Oh my
wow.
gosh. That is so sad. I'm so sorry. Now, so
Is this a different kind of chemo than you had the first time?
No, so it's the same chemo. It's the FOLFOX, and then in addition to that, I'm doing the Keytruda, which is the immune therapy.
Oh, good, good.
Okay.
And how long are you on this round?
They don't tell me. I just kind of yeah.
A week to week
Go with
basis.
it.
But when you get into UC Davis, they're going to put you on something that's different. Is that correct? A different kind?
So I don't know because we haven't talked to anyone there yet because I have to wait for my health insurance to switch over.
Right.
Wow. Okay.
Okay.
That'll be interesting to see what different protocol they follow, or if they do follow a different protocol.
Yeah, or what they like recommend.
Right. So from the first round of chemo, were they able to shrink the like what happened during the first round? I don't really quite know how chemo works, I guess.
So I did have a PET scan actually right after the chemo, my first round of chemo, but I'm not sure like how effective it was or anything, just because I didn't have any recent scans like to compare it to
go off of, right?
Yes, but from my PET scan results, they found that I now have cancer in my lymph nodes, and it's starting in my bones.
Oh, man.
So, but my oncologist said that like with more chemo treatments, the cancer that's starting in my bones will go away because it's just
good.
Yeah.
Good.
That's helpful.
That is.
Mm-hmm.
Good. And then their hopes are to have that cancer, the bone cancer, go away and maybe like shrink a little bit of the stomach cancer so that they are able to eventually remove your stomach?
Yeah, so it was really weird, and I want to say funny. It's not funny though, but do you guys know how like PET scans work?
Mm-hmm.
So
Where you
basically,
drink
like
something sugary or something, or it's injected?
well, yeah, they inject me with something, and then whatever lights up on the scan is like where my cancer is. So there nothing lit up in my stomach.
Oh, weird.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I mean, obviously, I still have stomach cancer, and there's probably some things in there, but it's small enough to where nothing like was lit up.
That's interesting, since just in November they weren't able to do the surgery because you had. Wow.
Well, because they weren't able to do the surgery because there was too much cancer in my peritoneal cavity.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
right.
I guess that's different than my stomach.
I wonder if that's because it's diffused that it doesn't show up on a PET scan. Does it show up on a PET scan?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
Yeah, well, I mean, as we both know, stomach cancer is one of the hardest ones to detect.
Right.
know.
Yeah, absolutely. I didn't even think about PET scans, but I guess that makes sense. Wow. Okay.
Oh, my
Now, the
mom's
doctor
saying
that you're seeing now, do they have experience with any other CDH1 patients?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
You're the first. Wow.
I don't know if I'm the first, but definitely one of the few.
Right. Wow. I think it's really cool that you, in a way, like inspired your sister to like take a preemptive measure to have her stomach out. And how's your sister doing?
So she's doing good. She's still like experimenting with foods.
Right.
So it's like something that she'll just try that doesn't work out.
Yeah.
But for the most part, she's all right. She's doing okay.
Yeah.
Just like that learning curve.
And when did she have her stomach out?
October 20th.
Oh yeah, so she's just recently out of it.
Yeah, so she just went back to work and everything.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
wow, that's quick.
she's doing okay. It's just
Yeah.
like experimenting with foods.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, it's going to be really, really, really interesting to see what happens at UC Davis. I'm really anxious to hear about what they tell you. We're going to have to talk to you again when you start seeing
Yeah.
that doctor.
Yeah, we definitely want to keep up on what's going on with you. And we do want to mention that you have a GoFundMe linked to your Instagram page, and we encourage everyone to go and donate because Emily needs some help there.
Yes.
Thank you. Yes.
It's Emily Winters, right? Is your Instagram name?
Mhm.
Okay. And we'll
And
link
then
it
her
below.
GoFundMe is just right up in the top of her bio, and you can just click that. And we'll also post it below in the comments.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Yeah,
of
well,
course.
there's healthcare, but healthcare is always so expensive. So every
Yeah.
little bit of help helps. So
Yeah.
we want you to get good care.
Thank you.
Yeah. So is there anything else that you want to leave us with, or any words of advice or wisdom?
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, let's see. I mean, I guess I would just say that it gets super hard at times, like for anyone going through anything. But it's just important to remember that don't base it on like what's going on like in your head. Just like base what you want to do, like how you're feeling.
Right.
So even though like I got all this like bad news and everything, I'm feeling like physically okay. So I
Right.
go out and do whatever I want. Like a couple months ago, I went to like a concert by myself.
Good.
Like just last night, I was out roller skating.
Good.
Yeah, I'm going back to work today actually. So
Wow.
How do you do that? How do you keep such a positive mindset? Have you always been that way, or has this
I mean,
helped
I
you
think
more?
yeah, I think I've always kind of tried to look on the brighter side of things, but I think that having like this experience just made me realize that anything could happen to you at any
Right.
time, like just like how short life is.
Yeah,
So I wouldn't want to waste like my good days
Right.
being upset or like sad about something.
Right.
yeah.
That's such a good lesson for everybody, not just people that are going through this, but for everybody.
Like really and truly just living for today.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the phrase YOLO.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know that's kind of a funny phrase, but really though, like YOLO.
Yeah. Wow, that's great. And you have support, right? Are you living with your parents?
Yeah, so I had to move back in with my parents. I was only because I had just moving out. I moved out December of last year,
Mhm.
and then I was diagnosed at the end of January.
Oh,
So I had like
you
just
gotten
moving
all
out.
settled.
I'm sorry, what was that?
You had just gotten all settled, probably.
Yes. So then I had to move back in, but
Yeah.
That's nice though to have your mom and dad there to help you. And
yeah,
support
no,
you.
they've been really good. They've helped me a lot, and just because it's really hard. So, but luckily, like my mom's job has allowed her to like work from home,
Good.
so she's able to stay home, and still work. So she didn't have to like quit her job or anything.
Good. Good. And then what do you do for a living? What do you do for work?
So I work in fast food actually.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
So is
I've
that
been
going to
there.
be hard working, going through chemo and working all day?
So, I don't know. I don't think so because I do chemo every other week.
Yeah.
So I
Okay.
just told my boss that like I want like 1 week on, 1 week off.
Oh, good.
But this last chemo treatment that I had, because I do the chemo pump, so I take it home with me, and I get it removed like on Friday. So right after I got it removed on that Friday, I was like totally like fine. And then I was able to like go to dinner with my friends and everything. And so like by the next day I was 110%. So
That's incredible.
Wow.
I wonder if that has to do with like your age. Like you just kind of bounce back quick.
Yeah, I think it has to do with my age, and I think I'm at a better starting point because I
Right.
am
Yeah.
able to eat. And
Yes.
which before, when I was on the chemo, like I wasn't eating anything. I was still super sick and on a lot of pain medication.
Mm-hmm.
And so now I'm kind of like starting at like a good baseline, if you can
Good.
call it that.
Wow. I hope it keeps up like that for you. That's
Yeah,
great.
that's
Me
really
too,
good.
because
That's
I
really
feel
good.
when I'm not like actively on chemo, I feel really good.
Yeah. Wow,
Yeah.
that's so great. That's really
So all of your pains in your
reassuring.
abdomen that you were having have resolved?
So now it's kind of just like when I eat something that like I probably shouldn't.
Oh, okay.
So like if I eat something like really too greasy, or if I eat a lot of dairy,
Mhm.
or like a lot of sugar.
Okay.
Right.
But for the most part, I'm able to eat normal and like whatever I want.
Yeah. Well,
A lot
that's
of ice cream.
I wanted to ask you if you are in touch with other people who have gotten a similar diagnosis. As we know several people that have. I wonder if that might be helpful to you to speak to. Other.
It would be helpful. That's what I'm actually trying to start doing because I'm very young.
Yeah.
So it's hard for me to relate to other people, and
Right.
especially because with I don't know anyone else with stomach cancer, I guess,
Yeah.
except for because my sister had stage 1 after
Right.
she got her stomach removed, they found out. But yeah, there's just not many people that I know that I
So
can
there
really
is a
relate to.
Facebook group. Are you on Facebook at all?
Yeah.
There's a Facebook group for CDH1 mutation.
Oh yeah, I think I am a part of that.
And then our cousin, we don't really know her personally, but she's like a distant cousin. She has stage 4 stomach
Oh my
cancer.
gosh. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
But maybe we could get you guys connected.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be great actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. And for all of you who are watching the video right now they've got your information, your name, and hopefully you guys reach out and can.
Oh, I do want to say one thing.
Okay.
So there is someone, I was on, in my town, I was on the news. They did like this event for me. And so one guy, his name's Thad
Mhm.
Hamilton. I don't know if you guys, he's pretty big in the CDH1 community.
Yeah.
I
And
don't
he's
know
like,
him.
That
he's
name.
close with like Dr. Davis
Yeah.
Okay.
and everything as well. He reached out to me, and he actually, I think he lives about maybe almost an hour-ish away. So he
Oh,
actually like
good.
drove down to like come to my event. So I do talk to him.
Oh, that's great.
That
Good.
is
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, and he
Good.
offers a lot of advice, and he's actually the guy who told me about Dr. Davis at NIH.
Wow.
Oh, good.
That's
Yes.
awesome.
So other than him, I don't really have anyone else to
Well,
relate
and you
to.
have us.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
have
yeah.
stage 1. I have stage 1 stomach cancer.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
But yeah, hopefully this opens up some doors. And, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that
think
would be awesome.
it feels just good, I think, to talk about it too. Are you doing any sort of counseling or any of that? Or
Yeah,
just...
so I actually just started that because I didn't really know that through my hospital, the Sharp Growth Month, that they offered it for free.
Oh, good.
So I did go to, I think, one, because it's like every like first Monday of the month. So I did go to one, and that was pretty interesting.
Yeah. Do you think it was helpful?
Yeah, it was helpful. I thought it was going to be more people. There's only one other girl that showed up. So I was like, oh, this kind of made me feel. And then she was 37.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, it's supposed to be for younger people. So I mean, that's not old. I'm not trying to say that's old.
Yeah,
But
what the?
I was hoping there would be someone like closer to my
Right.
age.
Yeah, in their 20s at least. Yeah.
Yeah, in their 20s.
Yeah.
Right. Wow. Well, I wonder if UC Davis will have, or UC San Diego will have another therapy group with more people on it, hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe they'll watch this too.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely.
If you're watching this and you want to be cancer friends, Yeah.
Oh, well, Emily,
You're so sweet. You have such a great attitude.
you do. It's like your happiness is contagious, and it's
refreshing.
It is. It's really nice.
I appreciate that.
But we just want to thank you so much for taking time out of your day to talk to us, and we just want to wish you all the best. We've been thinking about you nonstop since Polly and you connected. She's been telling me about you like every day. So we literally talk about you every day, and we just want you to know that we're sending you all of our prayers and positive thoughts. And we're just
Thank you.
we're there with you. So,
Excited.
yeah.
Is there
I'm telling
anything
everybody.
else you want to share before we sign off for today?
No, I don't think so.
No. Wow, we managed to do the interview without crying.
Sort of.
I kind of am a little bit.
Well, I didn't know what kind of questions you guys were going to ask me, so I was like, oof.
We didn't really either. You never know.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. We hope you have a good day, and we hope that Wednesday goes really good for you. And
Thank you.
If you need anything, please reach out to us. Okay, we're here for you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Bye, Emily.
Bye.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you.